So welcome to step 21, you made it. This is the final step in our 21 step training series. And in this step, I'm going to share with you how to get your business off to a fast start in the next 90 days, and also how to make more money in Mob with less effort. Now, just so you know, 22.5% of people get to this step and only 22% complete it. So don't be in that 0.5% who drop out now. Make sure you complete this step, and then we can get you into the traffic training and you can finally start earning those high ticket commissions. So let's dive right in. In this step, I'm going to share with you how to activate your consultant back office so you can get all your links, you can start promoting, you can view your stats. I'm going to share with you why the place that you currently are working on your online business may not be the best environment for you, and how to change it, and what is the optimal environment to really take your business to the next level. We're going to look at the multitasking fallacy, what you should do instead if you want to get a lot more done in a lot less time. I'm going to share with you my single greatest productivity secret, which I've used to write entire books and entire training programs in a single weekend. I'm also going to share with you exactly what you need to focus on in this business if you want to make a lot of money and do really well. So the very first thing that you want to do is activate your consultant back office and all of your links. And I'm going to put detailed step-by-step instructions below this video which show you how to do that. Now, once you are a consultant, you're going to have access to your unique consultant links, banners, and email swipe that you can use to promote the Mob marketing system, as well as our large growing library of products, services, and events. Now, I've also put detailed instructions on how you can access your consultant links, and once more, all of that's going to be below this video. I also want to introduce you to a really valuable resource. You might have already seen this, maybe you haven't, but it's called mobaffiliatesupport.com. And here's what it looks like. You will see that it's got a lot of training for you. You can get all of your links here, you can get all of your banner ads, email swipe, everything that you could possibly need, including recordings of previous webinars that we've done where we show you exactly what you need to do well in this business. Now, you can also see upcoming consultant contests that we do, and we do these every single month, so you can win different prizes. We have training on how to actually go and get your consultant links. You can also see a list of products, including all the new products that we continuously are bringing out with banner ads and email swipe. You can see the live event schedule. So if you'd like to promote an upcoming event, whether it's a home business summit or an I Am Freedom workshop, all the details, dates, hotels, locations will be right here. Now, again, it's highly recommended that before you even start promoting, before you even start sending traffic to your consultant links, you get fully certified. In other words, you enroll in Platinum and the Diamond Mastermind training programs, because that way you can go out there and you can market the business as a Diamond consultant. So you have that extra credibility, you have that extra status, and it just goes a long way in helping you get your first few sales. Now, just remember, at the time that someone becomes a customer in Mob, their silver, gold, titanium, platinum, and diamond referring consultant partner is set in stone, and that never changes. So if you decide not to get fully certified, you could possibly end up losing out on some really big commissions. So make sure you really think this through and talk to your coach. Now, this also means that if they get any product on the Mob marketplace and then they decide to join the consultant program, then their referring partner is also set in stone. So you want to make sure that you are a Diamond certified partner so that all their future commissions flow to you. Now, as soon as you complete this step, all of your traffic training is going to be opened up. So you can immediately dive into that. You can start attending the webinars. You can start working with your traffic coach. Once more, I'm going to put detailed instructions below this video, so make sure you read through it, make sure you fully understand it, so that once you complete this step, you know exactly where to go next. And also, once you do complete this step, your working relationship with your business coach and your senior business coach actually comes to an end, and then you go on to work with your traffic coach, provided that you're actually getting those traffic coaching sessions. Now, if you are a gold masterclass client, then yes, you get traffic training included. And of course, if you're titanium, platinum, or diamond, you get a lot more. Once more, I'll put all the details below this video. Now, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to include links to the various Mob social communities that we have on Facebook. So for example, we have one just for Titanium Mastermind members, we have one just for Diamond Mastermind members, And we also have one just for Silver and Gold Masterclass members. Now, I want to take a few minutes to talk about MOB compliance. And I know that this isn't the most exciting topic, but it's really, really important. As a company, we want to increase sales, but it's really important that all sales are happening in a legal and transparent fashion. We want you to use both legal and ethical marketing strategies. Now, you can get all the details on our compliance policies at mob.com/compliance. And I am going to ask you to pause the video and actually go and have a look at that. Once more, it's www.mob.com/compliance. Now, in a nutshell, here are the main things that you need to know. Number one, always use truthful statements and figures. True and accurate statements and expressions of events are both legal and ethical. And this will also help you sell MOB's products and services. And this will also help you sell MOB's products and services with the right expectations. Now, number two is you've got to always include an income disclosure statement. So any ads that contain any sort of earning statements, figures, or claims also have to include and a link to MOB's income disclosure statement, which you can find at www.mob.com/income-disclosure. Now, number three, always avoid expected income kind of statements too. So these are statements that give the idea that someone should expect guaranteed earnings or guaranteed income levels with this program. We simply don't know how much money any consultant's going to make because we don't know what kind of effort they're going to put into the business or how seriously they're going to take it. One thing I can assure you of, how much money you make or how much money any of our consultants make will come down entirely to them. We've had people go on to generate millions of dollars with this program. We've also had people, of course, who haven't made much of anything. So it really comes down to you. Just make sure that you always communicate that in your marketing to other people too. Tell them that, look, this is a real business. This is not some get rich overnight kind of scheme where you're going to make millions of dollars by next week. This requires time, effort. It does require that you have some kind of budget. Again, it is a real business. Number four, always follow FTC disclaimer guidelines as well. And number five, set realistic earnings expectations. Remember to keep your clients' expectations in line with reality. Although some consultants have been incredibly successful with MOB very quickly, for others, making a lot of money, it's not going to happen overnight. Now, if you ever see another consultant marketing in a way that concerns you a little bit and you think that they might be violating the rules, please send an email to compliance@mob.com. It's really important that we all work together to make sure that all MOB consultants promote MOB the right way. Now, one final piece of advice, please never, ever, ever criticize our competition publicly. We don't need to do that. And even though a lot of our competitors, they like to do it about other companies, sometimes they like to do it about us, we don't ever lower ourselves to that standard. Please don't ever publicly criticize someone to try and build your business because it always ends up just backfiring on you, and you don't need to do that to be successful in this industry. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about how do you dramatically increase your earnings in this business. And I'm going to have you ask yourself some really important questions. Number one, what is your current work environment like? Right now, as you listen to me, where are you? What is your current work environment like? And is it helping you to focus on this training and your business? Or are you surrounded by a lot of distractions? Do you have the TV in the background? Do you have a dog that's barking and kids running around and lots of noise? Is this the right environment for you to build a real business? Many of our consultant partners, when they start out, they're doing exactly what I was doing. I was working from home. I was in fact working from my bedroom. And even though the whole concept of work from home sounds exciting, if you're working in a room or an environment where you're constantly getting distracted, and there's temptations like the TV right there and the swimming pool right there, it's not the ideal environment. So you either need to find a new room in your home where you can just work, and if you have an office, then perfect. But you need to find an environment where you're not going to be distracted, and when you go into that environment, you know that you are in production mode. You're not in hobby mode, you're not in entertainment mode, you are in production mode. The next thing that I want to ask you is, are you a multitasker? Do you think that you can multitask well? A lot of people do, and the truth is you can't build a successful business if you're always multitasking, because anything that can be done when multitasking is probably not something that you should be doing in the first place. Now, there's times when we do have to multitask, and that's okay. So for example, when you're driving a car and listening to music and maybe having a conversation, then okay, that's all right, you're multitasking. But when it comes to your business, you can't do the critical things like go and place ads, check your stats, and follow up with leads when you're trying to do 5 other small, insignificant things at the same time. So you need to focus on one thing at a time and focus on doing that one thing extremely well. Now, even when you're at your computer and you're on the internet, if you have 10 or 20 different tabs open and you're checking Facebook, you're checking Gmail, you're checking YouTube, you're checking Snapchat on your phone, when you're trying to do all of those different things at one time and they're all going off and interrupting you and giving you the notifications, again, that's not the right environment to build your business. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Or another way of putting it is, don't mistake movement for action. Being busy is not the same as being productive. So I'm going to share with you my greatest productivity strategy, and it's how I was able to actually write my very first book, Limitless, which I hope you're enjoying. I hope you've got that by now. It's also how I've been able to create the Silver Masterclass program, the Gold Masterclass program, and actually these entire 21 steps that you're going through right now. And here's what I do. At least once a month, I try and go to a hotel that might only be 5 minutes away from where I live. And I turn off all Wi-Fi at the hotel. In fact, when I check in and I'm talking to the receptionist, I tell them, I don't want to be able to access Wi-Fi. So either don't give me access or make up a password or change my last name in your records, but I don't want to be able to access the Wi-Fi. I also turn off my phone. So I will turn off my phone completely. Sometimes I will even leave it at home. So I will usually get there on a Friday. So then what I do is I work in concentrated 1 hour blocks. So I actually have a notepad next to where I work. I will write down the time 1 hour from now. I will set a timer, and then I will open my text edit file in front of me, and I will just write. And I will make it a goal that I don't even get out of that chair for a bathroom break in those 60 minutes. And I try and make sure that my fingers are always moving. I'm always writing for that full 1 hour. Now, when the timer goes off, then I give myself a 5-minute break. And then I sit down again, and then I write for another hour. And I will usually do this for a few hours, and then I'll go and take a longer break. Like I might go to the gym or something like that. But I aim to get 8 to 10 hours done a day. I try and do 30 hours minimum when I go and do this. And I usually hit my target. Sometimes I will fall maybe 2 or 3 hours short, but I try and do the 30 hours. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go and do that. I am not saying that you need to go and do 30 hours in a weekend like me and try and write your own books and do any of that. In fact, you probably shouldn't, because as a Mob consultant, so much of this is done for you. The marketing follow-up sequences, all the live events, all of that is really handled for you. What you need to focus on is sending quality and quantity of traffic to your links every single day. So the point I'm trying to make to you here is work in concentrated 1 hour blocks of time where you just focus on one activity and you don't have any distractions whatsoever. And it's harder to do than you might actually think, because when people hear that story, when I tell them that I work 8 to 10 hours in those 1 hour blocks, they think, well, big deal, that's not that much. But I'm talking about concentrated work. You would be amazed at how little time the average CEO, even of really big companies worth hundreds of millions of dollars or more, actually spend on productive work every single day. Most of them are getting interrupted and they're not focused on really high level work, just as most people in any sort of business are not. So I'm talking about the highest level work for 1 hour blocks of time. Now next, you've got to make sure that you are focused on cash generating activities, especially in the very beginning, because after you finish this step, then you're going to go through your traffic training, and at this point you will be able to start earning commission. So it's really important to me that you earn that first commission as soon as possible, because once you do earn that commission, there's no better feeling whatsoever than actually experiencing that email notification. It's going to have a subject line like cha-ching, and you see that and it just feels so good, and it just really encourages you, and you just feel better about the the future outlook of your business. So it's really important you get that first commission as soon as possible. So what are those cash generating activities? Well, simply put, it's sending traffic to your links. That's really it. Sending quality and quantity of traffic to your links. So in other words, placing ads. All our top earning diamond certified consultants have that in common. They get a lot of qualified prospects in front of mob offers every single day, and they're very consistent with it too. Just because they don't make a sale today, it doesn't stop them from promoting tomorrow. Remember, you get paid to promote. So every single day you need to be placing ads and getting qualified prospects in front of the offers. And don't let anything stop you from doing that too. Even when you get home at the end of the day and you haven't done anything on your business, don't allow yourself to sleep until you've gone and placed at least one ad. I often tell people, if you're really serious about this business, don't allow yourself to sleep without having 3 conversations a day minimum with qualified prospects. And that can either be face-to-face, on the phone, it could be by Facebook chat, it could be back and forth email, but have at least 3 interactions where you're asking someone to take the next step, go to a link and actually buy something. Now next, I want to talk about this idea of having multiple sources of income. So it's a really popular idea, especially with aspiring entrepreneurs. The whole idea of you should have multiple sources of income and you should have 5 different businesses and invest in 10 different types of asset classes, and that they're all going to add up and make you a lot of money. And in reality, I'll tell you, it doesn't really work like that. What you should do is you should focus on developing one substantial source of income first before you even go and look for the second. Focus on one at a time. So instead of trying to build multiple online businesses, focus on just this one business for now. You can make a lot of money with the Mob Consultant program. You don't need to be in 5 other deals right now. And here's what's going to happen. When you complete these 21 steps, you are going to have people reaching out to you and telling you, hey, you need to be in this other business too. Always question their motive. Chances are they're promoting that other business, they're going to earn a commission, and that's all fair and well, but that's their main concern over seeing you do really well here. They're more motivated by a commission rather than giving you sound, practical advice. And I am giving you sound, practical advice right now. I'm telling you this from experience. I have focused on building Mob, and that's part of the reason why the company has been so successful. Every single day I get offered lots and lots of different opportunities, and I turn them all down. I choose to focus on one business at a time and do it really well, and that's my advice to you. Now, once you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, or you've crossed your first $1 million with this program, then at that point, then sure, go and look at other programs. But for now, focus on getting your income up to the level where you need it to be. And my final piece of advice to you is money loves speed. I don't know who said that, but it's a great quote. Money loves speed. This is all about you taking massive, imperfect action. The biggest enemy that you have right now is yourself wanting to get all the right answers first and to go and learn everything before you even execute. And I'm here to tell you, after seeing thousands of people in this industry get started, the ones who go on to make a lot of money and become really successful, they are not necessarily the smartest or the most charismatic people, but they are executors. They do take a lot of action. So I want you to have that mentality. When you finish these 21 steps and you get your links and you start getting the traffic training, start placing ads immediately. Do not let that little voice in your head tell you that you need to have all the answers first and you need to spend months and months learning and watching more and more training before you ever go and place the first ad. Go and place the first ad as soon as possible and start taking action. That's the fastest way you're going to learn, and it's also the fastest and only way that you're going to actually start earning commissions. So here are the action steps for today. Number 1, identify your current work environment. Do you need to change it, or is it conducive, or is it going to allow you to focus on high leverage work and be undisturbed? Next, are you guilty of multitasking? And if you are, and I'm guilty of it sometimes too, realize that it's okay in certain areas of your life, but when it comes to building your Mob consulting business, it's not. You need to focus on high leverage work, work in 1-hour blocks of time, and focus. And also, are you guilty of trying to develop multiple sources of income before you even have one substantial source of income? If you are, My advice to you is put those off to the side. Focus on this because this is more than enough of what you need right now to get to where you want to go financially in life. Remember what I said, how much money you make in MOB is a direct result of the quality and quantity of prospects or clicks or leads that you are sending and generating on a daily basis. Remember what I said before, how much money you make as a MOB consultant will come down to both the quality and quantity of prospects that you put in front of the MOB offers each day. In fact, I recommend you write that down right now, write it down on one of those little sticky notes, and then put it on the side of your computer screen so you will see it every single day. And then last of all, make sure you sign up as a consultant. Again, details will be below. Get access to the traffic training and also connect with your traffic coach, and then immediately begin your traffic training. Now, I've also put a few more videos in the Top Earners Extra Training section, and there's quite a few of them there. I recommend you watch them all because if you do take that additional time, it's going to really help you. So coming up next, you have your traffic training, and get ready to learn a lot. But otherwise, all I want you to do at this point is reach out to your coach and have a final conversation with them. Talk to your coach, take their advice, and make sure that you get fully certified if you can. If you can come on board as a Diamond certified partner, you're going to have a tremendous advantage over everyone else, and you are so much more likely to do well in this program. So I just want to thank you for making it this far. We've been through a lot together. This course has been my pleasure to put together and to serve you, and I truly and sincerely hope to meet you one day face to face. I hope to see you at a live event or a mastermind, and make sure that when you see me, come up to me, say hi. I'd love to meet you, and just thank you so much for making it this far. Go ahead, take massive action, and I hope to see you on the future leaderboards as a top earning MOB consultant. We'll speak soon.